Okay, ground baits down the margins are one of the best tactics for fishing to catch big weights of carp. I've found in recent years they're so much more easier to catch with ground bait than they are with big pots of particles. When you've got big pots of particles in, all you get is a lot of fish in your peg, but they can't pick your bait out quick enough. With ground bait you can draw them into your peg, but they pick your bait out quick enough to catch them, and that's the key. So what I've been doing, and what is very important, is to make sure your ground bait's not all up in the air and all over the place. What your ground bait's got to be doing is on the bottom of the lake. So they come in and they start sucking at the ground bait. If you've got a ground bait that's not damp enough, it'll all waft around all layers and the fish will just come in and be everywhere and you'll have chaos, okay? So what you want is the bait on the bottom when the fish come in. So in order to do that, you've got to make sure you mix up enough water into your ground bait. One of my favourite ground baits to use down the edge is the F1. I do also like the Super Crush Expander, and I've had a lot of success with the krill and the bloodworm mix. They're all very good. Just using F1 today because I happen to have a bag with me. Alright, all these ground baits have got high crushed expander content, which I think is very important. Alright, and because they've got that content of crushed expander in them, they can take a lot of water. So when the water goes into the mix, you'll see the mix and you'll think it's ruined, there's too much water in it, but it isn't. What's actually happening is all that water gets absorbed by the crushed pellets and all those big particles in there, and you get a very heavy mix. So just to give you some idea of the sort of water quantity I'm looking for, right, I take approximately, if I take 1 measure of ground bait, alright, so there we've got 2 pints of ground bait, dry ground bait. It's not quite one same measure of water. It's a bit less. I've tried to get away with it 1 and 1, and it's a bit too much, but a bit less water. Only about, you probably can just about see there. It's about 2 centimetre or so down from the top, almost a full measure. Okay, just to give you some idea of the amount of water I'm using in the mix. Now I'm a bit lazy, so I use a drill, right? Just literally I mix that in, right, so it's all together. Now, this is what the ground bait looks like now. A complete and utter slop. Just completely slop. Ruined. Okay, ruined to what we used to traditionally think about ground baits. But what will happen is, I literally just leave that like that now, and I'll just push it through a riddle or whisk it up with my drill in about 45 minutes time, because all those particles in there will have all absorbed the water, and it'll be a normal fluffy ground bait, but they'll all be very heavy. So when you cup them in down the edge, loose, they'll go straight to the bottom, draw a fish in, and you can nail him and win your next match. We'll come back to it in a bit, see what it looks like. Okay, so 45 minutes ago I mixed up this ground bait and it was a complete slop. You can see there now, it's just a normal ground bait, completely normal. The same amount that I put in before, haven't even touched that. All I've just done is just before we came back on camera, I gave it a whiz round with my drill just to break it up, and it's just normal. And what will happen is, when I put it in the water, and I'll show you in a minute, there you go, you can see it's just sunk immediately to the bottom, and all the particles are laying dead. There's no clouds and stuff coming up. That is so important, like we said before. So try overwetting your ground bait next time. I've shown you the quantities. Make sure you've got a riddle or a drill to break it up once it's absorbed all that water. You might be pleasantly surprised at the results.